What's going on, fam? I'm not late. It's late.
I'm late. You
on time is late.
No, we
You know what? Listen, I can't get a little CPT.
You know what? Yeah, you know what? Fair.
Like a minute is a couple of people's time.
This is, so I don't know. I'm fighting. I don't know.
A little bit from column A, a little bit from column A, a little bit from column B, a little bit from column B. You know.
Oh, all right. You did take it there, huh? Okay. All right. A little bit from column. We missed you. We missed week. I needed.
I know. I missed
you so terribly.
I was struggling last week, but it just so happened. It was a lot going on anyway. You all know my life for real, so you know it's crazy over here. So I was okay, yeah. But I was missing our therapy session. I really enjoy doing these with you guys.
Let me tell you something.
It's so much.
I've gotten into such a routine. So as always, I have my water and I have my tea, but I was like, I'm not cooking anything today because I usually run and I go cook something. I made some spaghetti last night. I got plenty. I don't need to cook.
Black spaghetti.
I'm surprised. I literally said right before you got on the car, I said he's probably running to throw roast in the oven. Hop on and he's moisturizing his head and cooking.
Moisturizing.
I think bald men
That's
do.
what bald black men do.
Just be in the shower
I'm not waiting. I'm not doing that. Was a long time. I'm not lying.
You know what? Speaking of which, I don't know why I didn't just ask you. You're a bald black man. Hey, now that you don't have hair, how do you know where to start washing your face? Do you just do you still use shampoo?
So wait a second. What's hilarious about this is I have you want
I actually need this. This will be our first topic, y'all. We're getting into it. Things you always wanted to know from a bald black man.
When I was trying to hold on to some of my hair, right? I still purchased. It's funny, but I still purchased shampoo, you know what I mean? I would have shampoo, conditioner, and then body wash and a loofah, type situation. And then I really started to move towards the 3-in-1 type things when I realized there was no point to grow my hair out. It's when this is I need a haircut. You know what I'm saying? Look at my head. No, really. Hold on. Let's zoom in. Hold on. Right now, I need a haircut.
I see.
This is about as long as I'm gonna let it get, unless I'm being really lazy or I'm busy or something. So the 3-in-1. So head washing is kind of what I do. Right? So okay, I also have the beard. So you feel the oils in your hair. So what I'll do is I'll do a full head scrub to get the oils out of the beard and the.
So is it face wash?
No, I got you. So I use the 3-in-1 to kind of get a base coat of cleanliness, and then I have a skin regimen. I hope that doesn't make me sound weird, but I have another wash
products right 10 feet from me.
So it's I have another wash for my face, and then I have another thing that I put on my beard, and then I have another thing that I put to scorch the earth and get all the germs, and then I go from there.
You know what? That makes sense. I like that you do a full head wash. Do you use a washcloth on it, or just you're just finger massaging?
You want to see what I use? I'll literally go get it.
No, I actually do. Can we see what? I'm sorry. I want to see it. Wait, God, I think it's a silicone scrubber. I know it's a silicone scrubber, and I want to see it. I want to confirm my suspicions. I knowing how people shower because I'm a weirdo.
Wait, because black people shower. Oh, you get offline, girl. I had another post that people went crazy because I was asking about nighttime routines and how do people just go to sleep? Because I can't just go to sleep. I gotta
I
brush my
can't. Oh
teeth. I
my
gotta wash
God,
my
I can
face.
never
I gotta
sleep.
Yeah, brush, floss, mouthwash, and I use my water flosser,
Right.
and
And
then
some
I
random white
All right,
some random white girl said that not
it
everybody
is. Wait,
thinks
hold on.
about
It's a
vanity.
silicone screw.
these are
That's not vanity. That's hygiene.
these are.
I don't want to sleep in a sweaty bed.
That's what.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't want sponges and so I've
Are
got
those the
this is-
silicone scrubbers? I told you guys that was a
so-
silicone
so
scrubber.
this is like the face one, you know, right?
Yeah.
And then
I have
this
one
is
of those.
kind of like the head body one. Like,
Yeah.
this one doesn't touch my butt. You know what I mean? And then I have this body one.
Yeah.
For like,
And that goes for butts.
my pits and my butt
Butts and pits.
and all this. But
Yeah.
like, these are the two for my head. So
Yeah.
this is more face. This is more
Head
head.
for deeper exfoliation and covering more
You're
ground.
picking up what I'm saying.
I got you. Yeah. Oh, I love being clean. I love showering in black men.
That's the thing. No, I don't want to pick on. Like, I have a lot of friends of that group, and they talk about not showering like 3 days straight sometimes, and I'm just like, okay, well, I'll see you at Lollapalooza. I'm not gonna,
extremely hard on our boys about it too, like my sons, because they're like dirty, like I have like 12 and 17,
because boys
and they're
are
grody. They're disgusting,
the
but he like
reality.
forces them all the time. And like my son, the younger one forgot to take a shower overnight, and we didn't catch him because Mark never lets them go to bed without showering. So he forgets to take a shower. He didn't leave the house, mind you, though, that day. He's like just been in sweatpants. It's the same shower he's working on the night before. But the next day, Mark makes him take a catch-up shower in the morning and shower again at night.
He's like, no.
He's like, absolutely not.
Like,
No. You still need us. He said 7 showers a week minimum. 7 showers a week. You're not missing the minimum requirement of showers per week. He's serious about all of them. If he
you said a catch-up shower, because that's
he said you gotta wash
it's
some
like-
fuck off from the night before,
it's
then
like
you gotta
that.
wash some fuck off from today.
Hey, like, before you go to this thing, like, just remember you don't have enough shower in you.
It's like a requisite amount of showers you must take for him to like not be angry, or if the trash gets full. Can I say, like, listen, I love my partner, but he is absolutely he is hygiene and cleanliness police in this house, and we're all better for it. So thank you, Mark. Him and my brother are the cleanest people on God's green earth, and they don't play that. And because of that, we rarely get
There you go.
bleaching candles.
There you go. I can't, like, I cleaned the bathroom.
I love it.
I left the house yesterday or day before, and then I left the house, and then I came back in the house, and the house smelled like bleach, and I was like, "Damn, is that the bleach I used?" And my family was like, "Yes,
Yes, it's you."
They were like,
"Yes, bleaching.
It's you."
I've been saying about it in bathrooms. In bathrooms, I love to smell like bleach. I'm like, oh yes, sterile. And then I light my incense around the house, but it's like I want that bathroom to smell so sterile. Like I want it to smell flammable when I walk in the bitch. Like just
I don't know.
throw a
Like,
match in and it.
Listen, I'll say this. I'll say this. With men, and I'm being kind of serious when I say this. I think it's more of learned behavior over time, and you grow into it. And I'll mention my ex-wife busting my chops the other day. I was watching a kid, and she came over to pick her up, and she was like, "It's clean and it smells nice in here." Like, what?
She was like, "It couldn't be you."
The woman in your life is making changes. It's like,
she is really getting it together.
I was on the floor, man. Leave me alone. It was a long time ago.
I'm different now. I can even clean my sweat now. I do. And he's wiping down the fucking wall. I can do it too. I'm gonna clean the baseboards.
And
Oh my god!
I love that.
No, but in all seriousness, a woman really did clean my baseboards.
I know she did. I know she did.
I'm keeping it mean, but like I'm not a filth ball. I don't know. Anyway,
No, I don't think you are. Your bathroom is really clean, and that's like, surprising for men. Usually it's like 3 crusty towels on a fucking, the shower curtain rug, like
I've
3
got the
crusty
guest
And
towels
then the
that
kitchen.
bathroom
don't
kitchen.
use and everything.
Bathroom.
Because if the bathroom's
those-
not
those-
clean, that means you have shit all over your house because you're not cleaning that up.
Right.
And then if the kitchen's not clean, you probably have the shit from the bathroom. Like, you gotta make
You
sure.
can't eat it.
You can't eat it.
Eat.
Mm-mm.
No,
Okay.
so there's that.
That's nasty.
All right.
Mm-mm.
Sarah's topic, she posted
Hey!
this, and so I commented on it. So, all right. So this is the question: would you snitch on your friend to their spouse if they were cheating?
My
Did
answer.
you snitch on your boy to their spouse?
Yes, but I think I've also
That's
seen
fair.
situations where friends of mine are kind of in a there's a lot of turmoil going on, and picking a side sometimes it's like you might pick the wrong side. So it's like usually I try to stay all the way out of
Switzerland.
Exactly. But what I will say is I had a friend who was seeing sex workers, and
That's different. That's not
right.
Yeah.
Do you understand? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I said situation. Like,
And I'm
this
saying that
wasn't
because if you're saying it in that way, what you were about, like, I know in your brain it took a lot for you to switch over because you used to call the P word that we don't
Right.
call that. And that's not to say that there's anything wrong with those ladies, but that's saying that they're, that's sex trafficking. That's ethically weird, and it's very, as far as health wise, it's extremely dangerous. That's
Right.
this isn't an affair. That's a
you
compulsion.
know exactly where I was going with that.
Yeah, I know where you're going. You're spending money. You're messing up the family finances. You're putting yourself at risk. You're engaging in that is ethically fucked up. So yeah, nah. Like this is
and it was like, and she was really good to him, and really understanding, and I was just like, I don't know, man. Like, it wore on my spirit to know what was going on as long as I knew what was going on.
Especially if they're like, so this is my thing. If you're like trying to conceive in a situation like that, like you guys are trying to have a baby and he's raw dogging sex workers, like, who are addicts or something, like that's dangerous, that's scary, that's a lot. So the context that I was saying it in, right, is I see there's a trend on like Reels and TikTok where young like women, I would, if my friend was cheating on her boyfriend, I would tell him, because it's an ethical thing for me. It's about your ethics and morals and all that, because, like, I'll be honest with you, like, Gen Z, to me, sometimes the ones that are chronically online are like puritanical little fucking weirdos, and they don't do well with nuance, and it's very, they're super black and white about things. So it's not a situation where it's probably a toxic relationship, she's cheating back, but they also don't realize that they, one, are the pussy police. Two, that the men in their age group are not going to give them that same courtesy. So I don't see the point in pretending to have like some moral high ground over men, because men will literally know for years. Like, they'll have a whole married homeboy and know that he's cheating, and he's not going up to his girlfriend, his wife, like, hey.
I have a friend. He's had a mistress for like the last 15 years. And
you're not saying a word, right? Because it's not endangering that woman's
correct.
life, right?
And it's funny because he's told.
Don't give up too many details now, man.
I'm laughing because
don't get that man caught.
Don't get that man caught.
He's gonna see this and he's gonna know I'm talking about him.
Right.
But it's like, I'm not putting his name, but he knows anyway. He knows who he is because he follows my stuff.
You cheat.
Yeah. Sorry, I did say what I said anyway. I told you, morally, this isn't an issue for me. It's not my business.
You don't care.
He has, I guess you call a mistress.
Yeah.
But that like what he tells me, whatever they do, I don't know. I'm not there. But he says that he only sleeps with her with condoms, and she's okay with that because she understands that she's
outside person. Yeah.
Right. And I'm like, okay, well, I don't think his wife's gonna get sick, and this isn't my business. Like, the wife might get mad at me,
right, for telling me.
She might get mad. It's like, it's like in my perfect world, I'd like everybody. I'm an honesty is the best policy type of person. I don't listen. Polyamory, I don't judge it. I've dated and messed with people who were polyamorous. I'm just more of a one-woman man. That's just who I am.
I'm a monogamous person too. So.
Right. But I think what happens a lot of times is just how you were saying some of these these whippersnappers are overly puritanical, like on TikTok and stuff.
They're weird.
It's like they're leaving out so much of like nuance, and so it's
so
like,
when I talked about it on my page, what I also got was some Black women in my age group and older that were also saying, oh yeah, and I understand because they have like real trauma from friendships where somebody was extremely messy. Right. But they aren't gonna leave mess every weekend. That I understand too, ladies. I am talking about normal situations where like this is your homegirl. She's she's having a little lull in her relationship. She goes to get a little strange. I don't give a fuck, bro. I'll be honest with you, and I'm not gonna tell you.
Okay, and when I lived in Atlanta, I had a lot of married homegirls, like a lot of married homegirls, and it was funny to me because my married home, if I showed up, they would be, like, oh,
like I'm the fucking
like,
problem.
I'm the problem.
Cheating on you, sir.
I'm not the problem. I've been out with your wife, and it's not me doing the crazy stuff.
But it's not me.
It's not me.
I'm sorry.
So okay, no, wait, hold on.
I don't give a damn. Anyway, I don't snitch on my homegirls. I don't care what you do. However, I will not let you get involved in your mess. That is my rule. Like, don't get me involved. So my homegirl came out with me. Her husband saw her leave with me. So we go to a spot. She gets in there before she got married. After she got married, she was always in some dude's face flirting. She gets drunk. So we're like, oh, let's go to the next spot. So she wanted to ride with the dude that she met at the bar to the next spot. And I was like, I wasn't comfortable with this. But I was like,
no, girl, don't get nobody car, stupid.
So then we get to the next spot. She's not there.
Dumbass.
So I'm like, what the fuck? She's not here. So now it's getting late, and her husband doesn't like her.
So sloppy.
Very sloppy.
They don't like her out late
sloppy
at all. So now I'm like, now you got me involved in some mess. So that's person B. And I started thinking about what the conversation was, and I think the dude mentioned another spot. So I'm like, let me go to the next spot. So I drive my car to the next spot that I was like, I remember him mentioning this. And I go to the doorman and I was like, listen, I don't want to come in here. I just want to see if my homegirl's in here because she might be in here doing something she ain't supposed to be doing. Like, I promise I don't need to pay a cover. So they took my license so I could go inside. I go inside. I start walking around in the dark. And you know how them clubs are in Atlanta. It's all dark and go down to the
and freaky.
I've been in some clubs.
I go down to the
basement.
I'm walking through. They are making out fully in the deep dark basement of this spot. I came in. I'm like, hey, you gotta go home.
Hey, Goof, go home.
Like,
go home.
Like, and she would be to her husband. She's out with me and be out all night with him. No, right. Not on my watch. And the dude looked at me like,
right, listen.
if looks could kill, that I would have been dead because he was so pissed that I had caught him in the club. And I was like, look, I don't give a fuck what you do. You can go home to your husband and come back with me. You going home with me. And I'm not
And you go
snitching to your
home.
husband, but I have literally caught women cheating on their husbands that were my friends. And I never snitched. But at the same time, don't get me caught in no mess.
Don't get me involved.
Right. That's,
Don't
wait,
get me
involved.
that's why I have my Switzerland kind of stance.
Right.
Because so anybody that's followed me on social media for any amount of time knows that I've posted some stories where, yes, I've slept with some married women, right?
Yeah.
But what happened?
I've literally
what
been everybody in
was,
this situation too. I've been cheated on. I've been the cheater. I've been the other person. I've been, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've been everybody in this situation. I don't judge anybody on shit.
Right.
I've been
Right.
terrible too. When I've not been my best self my entire
but
life.
what I think happened. So like I've had a couple of married men. I've had a couple of married men kind of come after me like, "Hey, what are you doing?" When I have no idea that these women are married, and I'm just dealing with another human being that I happen to find physically attractive.
Same, heavy, same.
So for me, I feel like my Switzerland approach is my almost way to try and let people, like, remind everyone in my orbit that the onus is on the person who is making the decision to lie and cheat. So it's like I'm this person's friend. I didn't know that they were gonna go suck some dick. I didn't know that. I didn't know.
Is that they were gonna suck multiple?
And it's funny because one of my friends to this day is still in the DL, and let me tell you, he multiple.
I'll be honest with you, DL people I think are a menace in every community. They're a menace to the gay community. They're a menace to bisexuals. They're a menace to straight. Gotta be stopped. Like y'all need to stop it. Stop it. You gotta stop.
That's why I brought it up,
actually.
I kind of. It's, to me, that's like a different kind of box. Like,
you know what blows my mind? It's because they're so like homophobic about, like, honestly, this is a completely different.
Yeah, it's a completely
different subject. We're out of the woods, but like, it's ridiculous.
Just come out.
Yeah,
it's okay. Come out. Just come out. Somebody will love you,
and that's what makes me think. That's what makes me think it's less about orientation, more about the fact that they enjoy deception and they have too much sexual shame to be amongst the rest of us. You know what I'm saying? Like, treating like gay and bisexual men who are out like there's something wrong with them, and you have to like have this weird masculinity thing going on. And stop treating like women. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what?
I know it's a lot, but I felt like it was because in the topic, I'm like, okay, like I know a guy who is like right now who is cheating on his woman with men. Like I know that's happening. And I wouldn't call him a friend.
This is my thing. Is he bisexual?
I know him.
Is he bisexual and like they have just a quiet arrangement, or is he fully like a DL man?
He is a DL man. He is sick. You know, he's been married for years. They have kids. The whole. You remember Jim McGreevey? This might be too Jersey centric.
Governor McGreevey?
Yes.
Governor McGreevey?
Yes. And like just imagine Governor McGreevey like has the wife, has the kids, has the whole picture, and then like goes off and does a little bit of this and a little bit of that. And
I used to work at another tech company when I first moved here, and a white woman that I work with, she was in her 40s and her parents were going through a divorce because her dad was actually gay and had been cheating on their mom on the DL. He finally decided, and she was like, even if you wait till your kids are fully grown adults to decide what you're doing,
people are going to be devastated. That's just the reality.
Better to come out early.
And it's I think maybe I'm going too far, but I think it's a fucking selfish thing to do. Because you're if I want to lie and tell people, oh, I have a degree in aerodynamics or whatever the fuck, right? And just tell that, like, okay, that lie only hurts me if it's uncovered that I didn't do it. It's like, but when you put a lie like that out there, you're affecting your kids, your spouse. I mean, my God, like, you can do.
No, I agree, and that's what I'm saying. It is very much a nuanced thing. I don't make like big blanket statements often. I'm gonna say in general, I'm not gonna tell anybody because it's not my fucking business. I'm not gonna tell on my homegirl either. Especially the fact is like, and I don't care. This is gonna be completely gendered. Homeboys, if you're fucking cheating and your wife asks me, I don't know. I might. I don't know. It depends. It depends on how close we are. I'll be honest with you. I fucking might. And I'm gonna tell you why, because you're probably a piece of shit anyway. You still my dog, but I know you're a fucking piece of shit, and you probably need to stop wasting that. Guess what? He's still a piece of shit half the time. I don't listen. I don't care. I don't care, and I'm not gonna make it seem like it's such a big thing. Like I'm here to provide some equilibrium and balance to the world. I am the cast iron skillet of justice for women.
Cheating piece. All women get to cheat in peace. Men,
let women cheat in peace. Let women cheat in peace.
Hold on. You guys know the black men don't cheat.
Yeah, okay.
Like I said, women cheat in peace.
Women don't cheat in peace.
And then stop. This is I'll be real. You can use my name too. I don't give a fuck either. Like, listen, don't say we're going out. Or don't like use my name and don't hit me to the situation and be like, hey man, I need you to. But yeah, don't use Kai's. No, you can use mine. Okay, I don't give a fuck.
But Sarah, that's
also
okay.
Use me if I die or something like that. If you need like an obituary to get you out of work for a couple days, please use me when I die. I want y'all to use me. Say I'm your sister. I don't give a fuck. Rewrite the whole thing.
Sarah, this goes back to something that I had told you before about my homeboy that was claiming to be 5'10". So like then therefore because he's not like I'm like then I have to be 6 foot and I'm like no I'm not.
I can't like don't do that.
Don't involve me in your lie. Like don't make me a liar. Go lie by yourself.
Lie by yourself. Lie by yourself.
Maybe y'all I can ask y'all. I'm trying to understand what is it about me that makes people think I'm the bad guy? Because like the amount of husbands and boyfriends that were like, oh, she's the moral, the immoral one. When really I've been the moral compass the whole time. Like I'm the mom of the group. Yeah, like I'm like.
100% explain this, Kai. Do you really want to know? Because I can 100%
wait, hold on. I think we're going to say the same thing. Okay, wait. Sarah,
I'm the one like take me home. I don't want to be involved.
I'm gonna try something. I think me and Sarah are gonna say something similar on the count of three. Hold on. I could be wrong, but okay. Here's the answer. 1, 2, 3.
They want to fuck you.
Okay. Well, like
basically, and it's not just that, Kai. It's not just that. It's that you're indomitable. It's that you're indomitable. They want to dominate. You know what I'm saying? Like their wives in the relationship acquiesce to them, and they can be dominated, and they're an example of a woman
Sarah
that can't be controlled.
Right. This is exactly what I was fucking.
You represent something that they desire, which is a free woman that they can cage. Do you get it? They've already caged their wife. She's boring. They want to cage you. You're the free lady.
Is the wives are wilder than the single women. I just want to. I'm sorry. I'm putting people out on blast.
Drowning. That's why.
But the married ones, like when I hang with single girls, we have a good time, but we're not doing anything crazy. When I tell you, I had some wives take me home. And it was like 6 a.m. and they were still on some crazy. I was like, take me home, dog. Take me home.
Listen, they get out the house once every 3 months. They get out the house once every 3 months. The only reason he's going is because he's on a golfing trip with his homeboys for 4 days. You know what I'm saying? Like the kids are grandma's tonight. She's trying to have a blast. Okay, she's trying to live like she hasn't lived in months. And they don't fuck. And they don't fuck. Child, she's trying to have a good. That's the importance of fucking.
And when I say these stories involve like semi-famous people, and I'm like, nah, take me home. I'm like, take me. I don't want to be involved. Like, I'm like, no, no, take me.
Because as soon as a celebrity starts coming around, it's some bullshit anyway. Now it's like a weird sex club thing.
Especially now,
I feel like the three of us specifically all have some pretty good celebrity stories. I mean, Sarah, I know you know who I saw giving top. I'm not gonna a little slob knob, and then looked over at me like embarrassed. I'm like, hey man,
hey, you live your life. You live your life. Wait, hold up. You go live your life. Please stop.
No, but he's
You
Jamaican. He's not a Bati man. No.
and then Bati, that boy
Mhm.
Bati, he's Bati. He's
Oh,
very,
my
very,
face
very.
is
And you
hurting.
can tell. You can tell
Oh,
by that person's recent. You know what? Let me see. They recent. They have a reality program,
and it's
and
very centered
y'all tell
around
me.
them
it's very centered
wanting
around
women.
them. Yeah, and they are not. They do not want women. And you can tell by
Okay,
the way
y'all
they
gonna
talk to the
tell
women
me.
on the reality program. We're gonna tell you. I can't wait. And I got a hard stop, Chris. You got to tell her about. I got a hard
Oh,
stop
okay.
too,
No,
but you
I
gotta
will.
you
No,
gotta tell Kai.
we all have a hard
We're gonna
stop
have this
because
conversation.
I
Yeah.
have to go.
I'm not cooking anything, but I left my face sponges on the ground, so I'm gonna go
Yeah,
put
that's
right. I'm
yeah,
gonna rinse them off. I'll be right back. Give me a second.
yeah. Very hot
But
water.
Yes.
so, oh my god, my face is hurting so bad. But I'm like, dude, yeah,
Already.
like take it. I can't hang with the married ladies. Married ladies too wild for me. I'm gonna just tell you at this point in my life, I need all my friends because married women do too much when they go.
Kai, I don't be doing nothing. I promise. Listen, I'm a little old lady. We gonna go have some dinner. Listen.
I think you
I
good.
don't do anything.
No, I think you good
I'm old.
because you
I've
honest
done enough.
and you.
Yes. And I married
It's
a
like
whore
that.
too. Well,
You
excuse me. I'm with a whore too. I'm a whore. He's a whore. We're all whores. So we're having a great
so
time
y'all are
together.
good. I can hang with you.
Yeah.
I can't hang with these very prim and proper.
Yeah.
Like we don't.
I'm
See,
going
I can't
home.
do it.
Listen, the latest you're gonna get me out now is around midnight because I'm tired. Okay, I gotta
Just
go to
like
work in
I'm
the
tired.
morning. But we can eat
I
and
will
drink
say
until
that.
then. We can go listen to some live music, dance, all that. I'm just not doing
Listen,
that now.
everybody who's ever hung out with me is like they always have a blast. If you always have fun if you go out with me, and it might get crazy,
You
but
just wait.
I never let it get too crazy. I never do that. I always make sure
Yeah.
everybody gets home safe. Like that's my thing. We
And
have a good
also, like,
time.
we're older now. Listen, this isn't the 20s where you could go hop in a van and go to somebody's house in the suburbs. You know what I'm saying? And they would be, having a time, and you might have to sign an NDA. It's not the 20s.
We're not doing
We're
that
not
no
in our
more.
20s. We're not
One of
doing
the
that
No,
anymore.
one of
I
the
can't
best
even do it
times
because I don't got the patience.
one of the
Yeah, me
best
neither. I'm
times
not doing all
I've had
that.
in years, one of the best times I had in years was when Sarah came over my place and we watched some UFC with my son's best friend and her
It was
siblings.
a blast.
And
My
we
my
went to
brother and sister.
Wawa. It was just normal shit. And like
That is a blast. Honestly, that's
that's
a
a
blast.
blast. I don't need to go to the
That's
club. I
how we
really don't.
are. I
That's
don't
how
know. I like
we're
the
old.
concert though. I went this
Oh, I
summer
love
in
a
South Carolina
concert.
and I had a ball. Like those things I still want to do, but like I'm good
That's
on the
lit.
club. Yeah, I'm
I
cool.
wish I
I'm
could go.
cool.
Like, concerts are so absurdly expensive now, and it's like really
They
pissing
are.
me off. Like, the older I get, and I'm like, okay, because like don't get me wrong, I'll
Concerts
pay
used
for
to
somebody
be
I really want to
$40.
see. Concerts used to be $40, and then you had $40 more that you would bring for the merch table, right? And then you'd have
Right,
another like 20 to get a drink. Now,
right.
a concert $300 minimum,
I
300
And
to
I
four
went
hundred
merch
I
dollars
went
minimum,
is
to
$80
I
and
went
up.
to
$150.
Lollapalooza. I went to Lollapalooza at the PNC Bank Arts Center in Homedale, New Jersey.
Hmm.
They had lawn seats. Me and my friends got lawn seats for $25 each. We met
That's
Harry Farrell, the lead singer of fucking God, why am I thinking? He's literally the Lollapalooza guy. Everyone that likes rock is probably in the comments like, like what?
I
No,
want them
anyway,
to get
it doesn't
mad
matter.
about
It
it.
doesn't matter. The point is, me and my stupid little friends, we four of us went for $100, and then again, we're able to buy merch and do shit and like get a bottle of water or whatever the fuck or a snack. But
Yeah,
just to get in the door, but
$25.
everything's like that now because my son and I went to WrestleMania 35 and I looked to see what like if we were to go to WrestleMania this past one, how much it would have been. I'm not exaggerating. It was going to be $500 more than what I paid for the two of us.
Insane.
It wasn't that long
Insane.
ago. We're talking like what 2019.
yeah.
That's like,
Yeah. That's
so
insane.
yeah.
It's so much money. And it's like, it sucks because I want my kids to have some of the experiences, of course, that I had. Like, we went to concerts and shit all the time when I was a kid. But, like, no, I'm not,
I used to
I'm not doing it.
I missed the
Christian's
days
going
where
to
I
a concert on Sunday, so I like it. But even
Yeah.
Christian's like, because he's spending his money, like this is like his thing with his friends. I'm just the chauffeur, you know what I mean? But
Right.
he was like, man, like I was questioning if I should even get these tickets. Like that's not how I
Because they're
Right.
expensive.
feel.
It's not. They should be so enthused, like, oh my God, I'm gonna spend $500 right now. You know what I'm saying? Like that, and that
Right.
used to be VIP. Not shit, not
No,
now.
no, that's a
I
That's
don't
ticket.
want.
nosebleeds.
I'm looking for tickets for Tyler the Creator because I want to take my daughter to see Tyler the Creator, and the
That
ticket
was the
every
first
time
concert I took Christian to.
Tyler,
Oh,
yeah, so
wow.
she wants to see Tyler. So like, I'm like, dude, why are these tickets so ridiculously high? Like, I don't understand. I don't
You know what?
understand.
Speaking about Tyler, the people are having good conversations about Tyler the Creator and his extremely white fan base. So I'm glad that people understand that there are black kids that were listening to Tyler. It's just they wouldn't listen until later on because in the beginning of his career, you could tell that man did not like being black. And I'm glad that he's grown. I'm glad that he makes fantastic art now. But oh my God, he would say some like wild shit. And I think that's also part of like the horrorcore hip hop thing. But like he's
yeah,
getting fair criticism. And I wish I think it would be a good thing to address the fact that, hey guys, I've grown and I'm actually cool with being black now. Like that's
right,
really what it is.
right.
I think that would like
I
honestly
mean,
just
let's
go a
just be
long way.
honest. We are in an anti-black
Did you
society, so
freeze?
for our
We
kids,
Oh,
are.
like
We
like
are.
being black is a detriment to them is not unusual. There's a lot of black people who have to go through that
I
experience, especially if they don't grow up in a black town. Like a lot of kids, like I recognize anti-blackness in a lot of people because they grow
mhm,
up in a place where there's no black people. They don't have a support network
all the
and
time.
blackness all around. And they got to take
That
that journey to
you
love being black.
can.
Like
They do,
that's
and a
what
lot
it
of them
is.
don't come into like, and you can tell a lot of people don't come into their blackness until like maybe high school and they're in a blacker environment, or college if they go to an
Yeah,
HBCU, or
yeah,
even if they're on a PWI
yeah.
and they join the Black Student Union for the first time, or experience like
Student
how
union. Yeah,
racist academia can be like, in general, and they understand like
yeah.
the importance of like encouraging and empowering and being in community with your people. I do want people to like recognize that because like I think sometimes I saw a really interesting conversation about this with Olayemi Olorin, the Olay and Friends on YouTube. I
okay.
saw a really interesting conversation that she was having about Tyler the Creator, and I think she said we do this thing in the Black community where if you're not Black American, we look for other ways like well, we're like, so if I were to say, yeah, and he said that black people are lazy, and then you said, oh, he must be Nigerian, and you're like, ah, yeah, Nigerian. We'll think of it like that instead of the true fact of it being that like when you're black, the default is actually cone, and it sucks to really like sit with that, but that is the default because there's so many more avenues to get to cone than there is to actual awakeness, awakeness and awareness and positivity and pro-blackness. It really is
Mm.
like there.
Yeah,
Think about how many turns you have to take and how many circumstances have to be set up for you to be in your black, and you still even then have to unlearn some anti-blackness
because
because of the society that we
like
live in.
because
Yeah.
I just point like I think we talked about it briefly, but like I grew up in DC when it was very black and everybody was black, and so the world was black to me, and so I never grew up
Same.
centering
We're
white
from Newark,
comfort.
so
I was gonna
yeah,
say,
I don't center white
yeah.
comfort. So then
No,
when I moved to
he
Boston,
grew up in a pretty black place.
the
right?
blackest.
Yeah. So
They
when I
didn't
moved to
when they didn't rebuild
Boston,
us like since '63, it's been the blackest place that's
so like when I moved to Boston, it was the first time I was interacting with white people, and I was the black person
and
that
it
did
was
not center
tough.
white comfort.
And
And
it
it
was
was
tough. I don't
tough
know
because
how
I
you was
was
pro-black in Boston because they scary. I don't know.
well, no, the thing is, the white people did not know what to do with me. They were
Yeah,
like it was like jarring. They didn't know how to deal. They just were like, what, they
yeah.
just
They
like
always try to
spaz
call you
out. They didn't know
combative. Yeah,
or whatever. But the black people were the ones that caused the most issues for me because they were like, "What are you doing? You're making people upset," and that was pissing me off because I'm like, I don't care if they get upset. Why do you care? And so I
right.
realized that the difference between like if you grow up in a black town or you grow up in the South, because I feel like black people in the South are much more likely to confront white people in their racism because they have to protect themselves. Like I think that that's a thing. I realize that the complacency of black people in the North comes, especially in Boston, because Boston has, I think we
Hmm.
talked about it before, paternalistic racism. Like we're very good to
Hmm.
our black people here. And so the black people do not want to steer the pot, especially in Boston. And then Boston has a very large population of Caribbean people. So there's this whole culture of like, hey, let's not upset the white people, you guys. Like, Kai, you're causing
tell me if you guys think I'm off base.
100% right. Kai.
Yeah, but tell me if you guys think I'm off base with this addition to it. I think that blacks in the South versus blacks in the North, you have blacks in the South, it's almost like they know what it is. And
because the white people are open about their racism.
Right. So it's like blacks in the North, there's almost like a false sense of security, I think, sometimes.
Yeah.
Where
there is.
It's like, oh, I'm in Boston, I'm in New York, I'm in New Jersey.
We freed our white lady say this to me. We freed our slaves before the Emancipation Proclamation. Like, I don't understand why you're so upset. It's not racist.
Crazy.
Right.
That's a crazy thing to say to somebody. But no, honestly, as someone who's living in the South now, though, I want to let you guys know, I'm going to disabuse you of the notion, though, that people are confrontational now here, and I think that's kind of the problem of the post-Obama dream years. Like, it makes me think of Between the World and Me, Ta-Nehisi Coates. He refers to white people as the people who must be white and the dreamers, because they can believe in the American dream, whereas the rest of us have to deal with the reality of, of the American reality. We have to deal with this right now, right? In the South, in these post-Obama years especially, because of school boards being mostly run by either neoliberal or full-on conservative white women, making horrible decisions about children's educations and reshaping the way slavery, civil rights, and Black and Hispanic and Asian history is taught, and our contributions or us building this country. These kids are actually super fucking lost, and I'll say this in a way that it's not that they're unaware of their blackness, but the Black boys in particular are targeted to be like to assume everything's post-racial, and they think they're even dating preferences exist in this vacuum, rather than the fact that you've been being fed that blackness is ugly and disgusting and undesirable all these fucking months. And so no, they're not confrontational with it. There's very many a Black boy that I've even seen casually let their white friends say, the N-word in front of them with no problem, because it's just a joke. It's just a joke.
Right.
It's just the way guys bond.
Yeah, I think that's everywhere, because one, my daughter had it. Well, she my baby, so y'all know she militant. She got her big afro.
Right.
Y'all know who she is. She's my baby.
Little Asada over here, little Angela Davis.
Right. Some white boy tried to ask her if he could get an N-word pass, and I'm not going to repeat what she said to him, but he did not get that pass. We just want to leave it like that.
Period.
He was not. It was not a good thing. She doesn't let the little microaggressions slide. So I think that also has to do with who's raising you.
I agree, and but that's the thing. I agree, and I think the thing is, like, people assume because we as adults understand how like all consuming and oppressive and heavy the racism is everywhere in this country, but in the South as well, of course, naturally, right? We understand how bad it was, and we understand the history of it. And like, I'm in North Carolina, and I know what happened in the city of Wilmington. Like, it's important to read up about these things, and I know what happened in the city of Monroe, and I understand the race riots and the massacres that happened in my own state. But these kids aren't taught about that at all. Right. And it's important to educate them about it. And I realize that a lot of people in my age group as well, 35 and 40-year-old people didn't know about these things. Or they act like it's so long ago that it's important. And I'm like, hey, that was your mom. That's your mom. Right. Your mom's age went through that. Like, what do you mean you don't know?
No. And unfortunately, I think what I like when you're saying that these kids aren't taught at all, it's like, so I think about the things that I was taught in high school, but spoiler alert, I was privileged enough to be the son of a guy who has his master's in tax law and a business owner, and I went to a private school where there was somebody who was liberal enough to hire a Black teacher to teach a class about like the Philadelphia move bombing, Assata that I literally got Assata Shakur's biography in high school, like as required reading. But even in our public, it's like they're not getting this stuff. This and if one
No.
and the sad thing is, even in those spaces that like a space like that I was privileged enough to be in, all it takes is one person to be like, we don't like that teacher, or that teacher to quit, and then that's just gone.
Right.
For even
And it's
the
gone
that's
forever. And because
That's
of this push towards standardization in education too, that's why it's gone. There is no room for actual growth or knowing or new experiences for a lot of these kids. This is the curriculum, you have to pass this test or they're going to cut funding, or there's going to be state takeover, or there's going to be like a million other things. Like things, it's different here because like the state doesn't actually want to take over any of these schools in the South. That's the truth about it. They don't even want these schools to exist. They'd rather dismantle it and put all the money into charter programs so that they can resegregate. That's the truth about it. If anybody's
That's why
questioning or wondering what's going on in education in the southern states,
that is the goal.
Yeah.
That is the goal.
the goal
I
is,
mean,
is private school for white kids so that they don't have to be around your black kids. So stop sending your kids to charter schools and help them fund your local public schools.
Exactly.
Hey,
Exactly.
Sorry.
Can I,
Sorry.
can I
That got
We
heavy.
get deep. Let's go. Let's go. I'm gonna let you say your point, Chris, but then I'm gonna jump to the topic because you said you wanted to fight me over it.
We're gonna move on.
Okay, no, that's what I was gonna say. Do you want to have this conversation?
Leave
we got
him
limited
alone.
time.
Let's do it.
We got
Let's do
limited
it.
time. And
Because I looked at the time and it was 1:16, and I'm like, okay, are we gonna talk about a
got a
great
hard
film or
yeah,
not?
we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna
Okay.
talk about it.
We're
Got
gonna
that.
talk about it.
Yeah,
I'm ready.
well, everybody needs to look at Sarah's hat. We need to focus on that for a moment. Okay.
So I made a post.
Listen, hold on. No, wait. Before you even say a word, wait. Hold on. Wait. I'm sorry. I love you like a play cousin. I love you so much, and we're gonna have a spirited debate. But I want you to know something. I'm not gonna unfriend you or not make you a moderator in any of my groups. But I'm serious about what I'm about to say. Go ahead, ma'am. Tell people about your post.
You go ahead.
Right.
Go. Don't. But be careful with my sister. Go ahead, Kai.
All right, black people, y'all got mad at me last weekend because I said, and I want to just preface this first. I love this movie. It's one of my favorite movies of all time.
Great. Incredible.
One of my favorite movies of all time. I saw it, and when it came out, I'm just going to tell you though, I want you black people, I'm gonna hold your hand when I say this. It's an awful movie. Just objectively, it's an awful movie.
Poorly written.
And the movie
She's
I'm
right.
speaking about,
She's fucking right, and you're gonna have to get over it.
And the movie I'm speaking about is The Last Dragon. We love it. We love it. I said it's iconic. It's got iconic characters.
We love it. We love
it's
it.
entertaining. I love this movie, but it's a bad movie, and it's okay. There's a lot of bad movies that we love. We love bad movies.
Convoluted, random plot holes, acting is half-assed.
I will debate both of y'all 2-on-1 on this. I took notes. I'm so
it's
ready.
a bad movie, and it's okay. Look, listen.
Go ahead.
Hard disagree. Hard disagree. It's fine. Friends can disagree, but I'm just letting you know where I
state your point, and then let's go to Questlove so I can refute him too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, so
why is it not a bad movie?
Okay, let me tell you something. Couple of points. Hold on. Sorry. These are my notes. I have notes. 1 second. Okay.
Yes, notes.
Okay, no, I
you
really
make
do.
notes on this, but not on our podcast.
Way more than I should have. Okay,
son of
first note.
You petty bitch.
I am. I'm unbelievable. First note, Kai. Don't think I'm saying this to you, but anybody who agrees with this position cannot acknowledge that Quentin Tarantino's movies, Kill Bill Volume 1 and Volume 2, are some type of masterpieces. I didn't know. I said it wasn't you, but what I'm saying is, so.
Wait, hold on.
Let's speak about The Last Dragon. Tell me why it's not bad. I don't want to hear about other movies because there are a lot of bad movies that we
Wait, hold on. Wait, no. I want to see where he's going with that. What were you saying?
Okay, so what I was saying.
What are you saying about Tarantino? What's the point?
Okay, the point about Tarantino is that a lot of people view his dialogue as great or transformative or this or that. And what I'm saying is he was following a formula that multiple film genres, Black exploitation, kung fu did, and
Yeah.
The Last Dragon, I contend, was doing the same types of things that Tarantino is doing now, that people are like, oh, this is great. And the reason I was going to skip to point 3 is because there's 10 points, and we don't have time for all of them, so I'll just skip to point 3, and we can kind of freestyle. So the movie acknowledged its own fetishization. I'm pronouncing it wrong.
Fetishization of Asian culture. Mm-hmm.
Correct. So like you have, it's like yeah, you have Bruce Leroy who wants to be, you know, a kung fu guy, and then Shonuff who wants to be a kung fu guy. But then when Bruce Leroy goes to the fortune cookie factory, he sees the Asian guys like throwing dice and like, hey brother, what it look like? And he's got to infiltrate. So I felt like,
first of all, that's fucking hilarious, and that's one of my favorite parts of the movie. It's like, I think it's meta commentary. That doesn't mean
for 86, 85, it's a wonderful commentary on, like, it's like, hey man, it's like, okay, you know, don't sit here and take their culture and act like you can do kung fu and stuff, like they can't take your culture and do rap and stuff. Like, think about it. Like, I just think that's brilliant. I really do.
No, I don't think that's a good point either. I don't think that's a good point anyway, and that's because of global anti-blackness and the fetishization and stealing of black art that we don't profit from. But we'll talk about that on a different episode. I don't agree with that one.
Right.
I don't agree.
I'm gonna.
You have to be real on that. You know I'm right about that too.
I wanna point out that every generation has a movie that they love that's bad. And I'm going to take it to my parents' generation, the baby boomers. They had Melvin Van Peebles' Sweet Sweetback's Badass Song. Okay, now, my parents talked about this movie like it was the greatest movie on the planet of the earth. You can't get a black baby boomer to ever say that this isn't a great movie.
I hate that fucking movie.
Ever made to their generation. It is the best movie ever made.
I hate that fucking movie, bro.
My whole life up into my 20s, I had never seen this movie. And my parents were like, "Oh, it's the greatest movie. The black man kills a white cop. He gets away with it. He runs away. He won. It's just the best movie. And the soundtrack is amazing. Blah 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 blah." So I'm in my 20s. I finally get a DVD of Sweet Sweetback's Badass Song. I sit there and I watch it, and I looked at my parents and I said, "Y'all were high when you watched this movie. This is one of the worst films ever made." Mind you, it was the highest grossing film of 1970s.
Fucking Melvin Van Peebles, and he looked great. So.
And it launched Earth, Wind, and Fire's career. It is an iconic movie. It has importance. I'm not saying that this movie doesn't have importance, but when you watch this movie for what it is, from start to finish,
it's not a good movie.
It's terrible. There's half the movie he's running to Earth, Wind, and Fire songs, and the colors keep changing. Like, and if you're high, this movie is amazing.
Tell me what is bad about The Last Dragon.
So the script is bad. The script is bad. The plot is completely crazy. It's holes all over the place. The acting is actually terrible. It's 100%
hold on.
terrible.
Wait.
Acting is bad. And it's not even camp. It's there's
wait.
Point 6 on my thing is the acting.
Wait. We didn't get to the camp. Hold on. I'm not done. I'm not done. I'm breaking it down.
Let her finish.
So it's not good on its. So I will say that also a lot of us saw the movie when we were kids, so we didn't have the ability to discern whether it was a good or bad film. And what we are living off of is the nostalgia. We loved it as a kid, and that's what you love about it. If you watch this movie as an adult, if you watch, and I showed this film to my daughter when she was a teenager, and I had to warn her. I was like, "Look, I love this movie, but it's a lot of racial stereotypes."
This movie when I showed him. He was 6 when I showed him this movie, and he loved it.
6. He was 6.
That's why.
You have fucking 6.
I know what you're saying. But hold on. That goes into one. Wait, hold on. Wait a second. That goes into one of the points that I was going to make.
I'm not done. I'm just saying. If you had seen this movie,
she's not done.
As an adult,
hey, don't you interrupt her again, Chris.
You wouldn't have liked it.
I'm refereeing.
You wouldn't have thought this
Look
movie
at you so bad.
It's actually bad. Furious. And I want black people. I want you guys. Like I said, I love this movie, but we have to be objective. It's not a good movie. We like it because it
That's
has
okay.
iconic
And we
characters,
can still
and we
love it.
enjoy
God.
it,
Okay, wait. Can I wait?
and it's
Can I
very
say?
nostalgic. But it's nostalgia that you love. It's not the movie itself. I just want to point it out. So I know it makes you uncomfortable, but when you watch it again, you're gonna see how bad it is.
Okay.
Okay,
This
go
is
ahead.
like, go ahead, Chris. Go ahead.
Can I address any of the points that I made in my notes, please?
Go
Just
ahead,
one or
Chris.
two?
Go ahead, Chris. You got it.
Okay.
You got it.
I address all of these because nostalgia, right? I said like that was one of my points where it's like, okay, a lot of people are gonna say it's a nostalgia thing, right? When people saw Star Wars in 1977, it inspired them, right? So when they saw lightsabers for the first time, when they saw certain things for the first time, it's like, wow, this is incredible. Now, it would be one thing if the next generation, because I like a lot of old school video games that Christian doesn't have any time for, right? It would be one thing if those things didn't translate to the next generation, because not everything does. Kids don't play the Intellivision or the Coleco, and they don't care about those games, right? Because if I, as an old man, are like, oh, I played a little Atari one time, I'll like that shit, but the kids aren't going to like it. If you, I showed my son Death Becomes Her, right? And I'm not going to sit here and say, like, and he was around the same age when
Incredible
I showed him Death
movie.
It's an incredible movie, and he loved it. So I'm not going to dismiss his age in that regard. What I will say is that the movie had elements in it that inspired a generation. And the reason I brought up Star Wars specifically is because we didn't have lightsabers. We had the glow. And it was important for a generation to see, like, hey, there can be a black hero. There's an action figure called Sunman who was a who was like he was
no
he
part
was,
of this that you've said is not nostalgia, by the way, but please continue.
Okay, but wait a I'm going wait a all right, okay. But what I'm saying is there was an action figure in the 80s called Sunman. It was invented by a black mother who had a son that was like, well, like I like He-Man, but you know, like I can't be He-Man because I'm not black. So she literally created a action figure from scratch, which to this day, like she made a lot of money off this, you know, like licensed it to Mattel, and now you can buy Sunman in any store. Okay. That type of stuff to me is important, and I think it goes past nostalgia. Wait. I think it goes past nostalgia in the sense that you can say to someone 20 years hence from The Last Dragon, like, hey, this was like the first, this was my Black Panther. This was my, and just as you were talking about Melvin Peebles' badass song, it's like you can acknowledge the quality of the movie in the sense that it kind of started something, right? So I think just by doing that, hey, you guys might think it's a bad movie, but I think just by doing that, I think it's a good movie. And I don't think that's nostalgia because I could sit here and tell Christian about
it's 100% nostalgia.
Playing Centipede on Atari, but he's not going to give a shit because there's nothing really there.
The importance of the film.
You're arguing for cultural relevance. You're
not arguing.
I think we're about to make the same argument, but I want to.
Then I can go to the performances. What I would say is that Bruce Leroy shoot up the scenery in the way that he needed to. We've seen villains in like every movie. Jack Nicholson.
What else? What have you seen?
Batman.
What other films have you? What other films have you seen Timok in?
Are we gonna say that Gabrielle Sidibe wasn't good in Precious? What's she been in?
She was excellent in Precious.
I'm just saying.
She was excellent.
She was good in Precious,
and
I don't know.
But is that a bad movie just because she had that one? Jay Davidson in The Frying Pan is incredible. He's in I think Stargate. Like,
I think the only
we're talking about
Timok doing nothing else has nothing to do with the movie being good or bad.
He did do something else. He was actually on an episode of A Different World. But what I'm saying to you is he's not that good of an actor. His acting is not good in that movie.
He doesn't need to be.
But you do. The acting is bad.
Yes, you do. But you can acknowledge that too. Like this is what's happening right now. No, Chris. I'm gonna say it because this is what's happening right now, and this is what happens when everybody wants to defend their favorite thing. Okay, because we're not saying that it's not a culturally important movie. We're not saying that
Gotcha.
it wasn't innovative. We are not saying that it wasn't inspirational. We are saying that it's not even our, like it's one of Kai and I, both of our favorites. But I agree with Kai on this because just start to finish, it's not a great movie. It's the same way in which Oliver Stone's fucking Scarface is not a good fucking movie. But is it iconic? Absolutely. Is it culturally relevant? Absolutely. Is it important? Absolutely. All those things are important, even though they're not good. But just from
And I'm gonna point
a
out,
point of view of actual, like, go ahead, Kat. Go ahead, Guy. Go
I'm
ahead.
gonna point out a good, campy, black, iconic movie from start to finish. Coming to America. It's a great film. It's great from start to finish. The acting is great. Everything is good in that movie all the way through. It's campy because everybody was jumping. Even what's his name? I'm gonna put it up
Those
here.
two
Questlove
movies
was
are
like,
so-
it's a
those
campy
two
movie.
movies are so
Just
different.
because it's campy doesn't mean that it has to be bad. I'm just telling you that it's a bad movie. The acting is terrible. It's a terrible script. It's a terrible plot. It's bad. It's all the way through. I mean, all of it, all of the actors are terrible at their job.
I just want to hear what I want to hear what kung fu movies you guys think are
I
better.
don't want to.
Kung fu movies that I have.
I don't watch kung fu movies as much.
I have watched. Oh,
I like Kurosawa. I like Kurosawa. I like Bruce Lee. Enter the Dragon. I like everything Bruce Lee. So Enter the Dragon.
Yeah,
Good.
like let me just
How
read
about
this.
that? It's good.
Love,
And it's so ass.
So
kung fu movies in general are bad.
wait, so the Last Dragon sucks because it's not as good as one of the greatest kung fu movies of all time.
Well, it's not a kung fu movie. Hold on.
Even that wasn't that great.
Wait. The Last Dragon isn't a kung fu movie.
It is.
Let me read this comment, and then
I was about to say, hold on, it is a kung fu movie.
Okay, well, to me, it's not. All right. Yes, it's campy, but in my defense, it's the messaging of the metaphysics in the power is within us. The light is out there, but inside us is why I allow it. I mean, Grease is just as campy, but I don't see the teardown, so it's allowed. Okay, so again, I'm not.
You know what, Questlove, I love you as an artist, but I really hate how many quotations you used in that fucking that paragraph. That tweet was horrifying to read. I didn't know what part was sincere and what part you were saying. That's enough. But you're just a guy defending your favorite thing, and I get it. Like, and I want people to stop saying, like, this is what's happening. Listen. When I was in college, I was a philosophy major, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was a philosophy major. There's an entire book, and I'm gonna find this book and I'm gonna do it, but it's a book full of ethical conundrums, right? So one of them is that say there's roadkill outside of your house, right?
Okay.
Now, roadkill is roadkill. You know the societal implication of you going to eat roadkill, but you've heard from someone else that roadkill is a very delicious meat, right? So there's a family. So you and your family decide, we're gonna get that raccoon off the side of the road. That's roadkill. You bring it in, you cook it, and you eat it. Who's hurt by that?
Nobody's hurt. But I disagree with the Last Dragon being roadkill.
Listen, I'm not saying that. Who's hurt by that though? Because this is what people tend to do in situations in which they're forced to look at ethical dilemmas or anything like that is against what they commonly know. First, they feel the disgust of the idea of eating roadkill, and then they immediately search for a victim to be hurt by it, right? They immediately do. So they're like, oh, well, it's a family, so they must be feeding it to their children. Oh, I never mentioned in the dilemma that there were children. I never mentioned. So this is like a post hoc justification. That's what this is considered. You're doing a post hoc justification of why this movie is good because you enjoy it. You're not enjoying it because it is good. And that's okay. If we can come to that realization, we can, it's okay.
One of the
reasons why it's good.
Wait. One of the points on my little list, and I'm not going to go back to my little list because I know we're running low on time. It was just bullet point. It was just bullet point Mark Wahlberg, and I knew where I was going with it. I just knew that as soon as I said his name, I'd be fine with it. I love the movie Boogie Nights. Hey, okay, we can get into this Asian bashing stuff
horrible,
later.
Yeah,
that's not the point here. I know. Okay, fine. What I'm saying
he was bashing everybody back in the day. Violent ass.
You're right. What I'm saying is, in 1997, 97, I think. When I saw Boogie Nights, I didn't know any of that, right? I love that movie. He is not a good actor. Mark Wahlberg is not a talented actor.
No, he's not.
He was cast in that. He was cast in that role, and that movie works because he's not a good actor. The same director put Tom Cruise in his next movie, Magnolia, and Tom Cruise would have absolutely not worked in that role because the fact that he was that Wahlberg was raw and didn't know what the fuck he was doing, but still had that confidence that he could do what he was doing was real. It's like that's what he's actually doing is Marky Mark. So it's like that movie works for those reasons.
So do you think Bruce Leroy like his innocence?
Do you think what?
Like it doesn't. He doesn't pull off ingenue quite right. He thinks The Last Dragon works for the same reason. Like, you know, he has that I don't know what the male equivalent of an ingenue would be, but like he doesn't have that.
Part of the reason why The Last Dragon is so beloved is because it's so bad all around. Like everything is bad that it worked. It made an iconic movie. It's all so bad. The acting's so bad. Like the characters are so goofy. The characters are so over the top. That's what made it like popular with kids. Like we loved it. Like I have to say, I love Show Enough. Like
I am never going to agree with you guys on saying
I know you don't want to agree, but your mind is accepting that these are
not
bad
my mind. No. Because there's I'll tell you right now. There are things where
Hoboken, New Jersey, and you know, like come on, like this is one of the worst.
There are absolutely things. There are absolutely scenarios and times where I have acknowledged my internal biases, you know, the biases that a lot of people have, right? Like, I absolutely know that the reason I have an Evercade Versus, you guys don't even know what that is, but it's because I have nostalgia for old school video games and it plays old school video games. I understand everything that you guys are saying, but I think that this movie is it's not just any one part of it. It's a bunch of parts that come together. That's my opinion. Artists,
you know what? I'm gonna say something. Wait, because I'm gonna say something.
I think when you factor in the soundtrack, I feel like Eddie Arcadian and Show Enough both tore the scenery up so much that it was amazing. You know, again.
You know what? I hate to admit this. Wait. Hold up, Chris. Nah, Chris. I might have to. Because you said something that kind of like got me. Kai, don't be bad. He got me a little bit.
It's okay.
It is a fucking kung fu movie. It's a kung fu movie. I get it now. I get it. I get where we are with that.
Listen,
I think of every kung fu movie I've ever seen, it is exactly like that, but in Chinese.
Movies. Huh?
Okay, so what we're saying is it's a good kung fu movie.
I'm saying it is a
bad movie.
No, I think it's a middling kung fu movie. It's a middling kung fu movie, but I do think it hits all those elements 100% perfect now that I think about it. Because like when I actually think about the kung fu movies I've seen as a kid, that I can't even remember every single name of them. It is very much like down to the cinematography. It makes fucking sense, and I didn't enjoy kung fu movies like that as a kid. So it makes sense to me that I just like seeing Black people doing something cool. For me, like that's the nostalgia for me, right? I didn't see, like I told Kai, I didn't see The Last Dragon until I was like 20 years old or something like that. I didn't actually watch it, which was very funny because I was told by a partner that not only am I not Black, but I am also not Asian, and it was the funniest shit I've ever heard. And I was like, oh, okay, man, I said shit, goddamn. But it was extremely yeah, I get it now in the context of it being a kung fu movie. I think it is. I agree that it is not as bad in the context now of it being a kung fu movie as a standalone art piece. If I view it as a kung fu movie, it's the same way like the movie Baby Boy is kind of no. And I want to say why that changed my fucking mind on it, because the movie Baby Boy also, I think of that movie as an awful movie, right? I think it's iconic in a lot of different ways, but I also think of it as John Singleton's little art house project. And that makes me understand where he was going with Baby Boy in a different context. So I do. Okay. All right. I'm in the middle. I still think it's like, it's not a great movie. It's not a great movie, but it's a kung fu movie.
I think like if I'm thinking of kung fu movies, I think of Enter the Dragon, The Last Dragon, and
Of course.
Bloodsport. Those are three of my personal favorites. Bloodsport. Okay. Bloodsport
I get
is
it.
everything that you guys are saying about The Last Dragon.
It's 100% correct. Yeah.
It's not a good
That's
movie.
true. God damn it.
I love Bloodsport.
God damn it.
I love it with all of my soul. But The Last Dragon has way
The Last
better.
Dragon is better than Bloodsport.
That's what
It's
I'm
better than
saying.
Bloodsport.
And I enjoy Bloodsport.
All right,
but if you guys don't enjoy Bloodsport, that's fine.
Fair, Chris. Fair, Chris.
World
Fair.
Thank you, World Eater Recordings.
Thank you.
But
no, that's
and the thing
fair.
is,
You
Bloodsport
actually
has,
convinced
like,
me when you said
Forrest
it's a kung
Whitaker's in
fu movie
Bloodsport.
straight
That's
up.
good people. Huh?
Yeah.
No, what'd you say?
I said no, but when you said it's a kung fu movie, I'm like, yeah, for fucking sure, it's a kung fu movie, and that's why I don't fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why it. Okay, that's all you need to know. I get it a little bit better. I'm on your side a little bit.
Like if we're looking at it as a kung fu movie, I can see how people would be like, it's great, maybe, but it's still not good to me. And I like I said,
I'm not comparing The Last Dragon to Sinners, for example, right? Like in terms of quality, in terms of cinematography, in terms of acting, in terms of everything. It's just Sinners is just a better movie, full stop. Like I know that's a random ass movie to bring up, but it's just like it's a better movie. But again, I would compare Sinners to other vampire movies, and it's better than From Dusk Till Dawn. It's better than 30 Days Until Night, or whatever that one was. And those are good movies. But
30 Days of Night. Yeah.
I'm sorry, I said it wrong. Yeah. But what I'm saying is, it's like if I'm looking at kung fu movies, The Last Dragon isn't some piece of shit. It's up there.
It's not. That's what made
a bad movie.
No, that's what kind of.
It's not a bad. Like I said, I don't think it's a piece of shit.
I agree now. I agree with both of you on this one because I think it's still a bad movie, but it is a good kung fu movie.
This is good compromise amongst friends because at least like I'm hearing what you're saying, and I feel like now I think you guys are hearing a little bit what I'm saying. That's okay. That's
like this would be honest.
All
like,
that's fair.
I think
it's a good kung fu movie though.
I think all of the badness of it makes it what it is. Like I enjoy it. Like even my daughter, who
I like the elements of it that are bad. Too.
Right? She still likes the movie. She likes the movie, but she was like, "Man, this is bad, Mom." But I am laughing. It's still funny. She was like,
Bruce
she was like,
brother. He does a little dance. He's tied up. And he does a little like boogie to like get out of the ropes. He starts rolling. It's incredible. I love it.
Funny.
My child was like, "This is bad," but she loved, like you said, she also acknowledges that it's enjoyable to watch. It's entertaining. I'm not taking away from like the experience of the whole thing as a whole. It's something that we will always love. It was Berry Gordy's first movie. It was the first time Motown jumped into movies, whatever. There's a lot of great things going on, but I can't watch that
all
movie.
Of it's important.
It's funny.
Nobody should. I don't think it should be taken seriously either.
Like I'm like, this is sometimes I'm.
But it's great.
Like,
it's funny that you mentioned Berry Gordy because I didn't even get to the last thing in my notes was the sound. We didn't even talk about the soundtrack.
And the soundtrack, we're always gonna love. I mean, the soundtrack had to be good.
It's incredible. What do you mean?
Yeah, okay, that's a part of the movie.
What are we talking about?
Like I said, I love the movie.
Okay, so how about this? Like Vanilla Sky had an incredible fucking soundtrack, and
hold on. We're about. Oh no. Okay, we don't have enough time because. Are you about to say?
I actually do like the movie. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. No, it got critically panned, but I always liked Vanilla Sky, and I like the original.
Abre los ojos by Penelope Cruz.
Yeah, Alejandro Amenábar. Yeah, I thought it was great. Yeah. I thought it was fantastic. But yeah, it had a fantastic soundtrack, but it was critically panned. So like, you've never seen Vanilla Sky?
It's a pretty good movie. I like it. I don't know, man.
I like Vanilla Sky.
Pretty good movie.
I like it. I think the soundtrack was incredible. Cameron Crowe was still with Nancy Wilson from Heart, and she did the.
I feel like that was kind of like when Cameron Crowe was in his bag. Like you know what I mean? Like he was
in his fucking bag. The Bob Dylan cover references and the fucking hologram of.
Even the Paul McCartney song "Vanilla Sky." It's like when an
Yeah,
aging
the
rock
chef prepares a
it's
special
a good
menu
stuff. Like
to
usually
have
when an
life
aging
on
rock
my.
star gives
That's
you
my
their new
shit, bro.
single, it's kind of shit, but it's a good.
I
It's
have
like
no idea what you're
God,
talking
that
about.
shit was fire.
It's just
In the vanilla
I have no.
sky.
I'm over here
That's
like
my shit, boy. That's
I
my
don't know what they're
shit.
talking about.
Don't
I've
listen.
never seen it. I've never seen it.
Yeah, it's great. I swear to God, it's great. I swear to
I
God,
have no idea.
that fucking album, that soundtrack was stacked. Okay, there was Jeff Buckley, there was fucking there was Bob Dylan, it was
No,
the
she has
Beach Boys
no.
on that. It was
Sarah,
Radiohead.
she has homework. She has to go watch this movie and listen to the soundtrack. I'm not even kidding.
That
I'm
shit
just saying.
was stacked.
It
was
had
good.
Todd Rundgren.
And
Can
that fucking
we still be
we still
friends?
can we still get together
La
sometime?
la 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 la.
la
Can we
la.
still
Can
be
we
friends?
still be friends? We've
I
got
gotta
so.
clip this. Y'all are funny.
I love
Oh
y'all.
my goodness.
I love
Todd
y'all.
I love you
Rundgren.
guys.
I love
Y'all
Todd
are the best.
Rundgren so fucking much, y'all. I really do love that man. I love him so bad. The music is so good.
Oh my God, y'all are tripping.
Oh my God. No, think about it. Like everybody, I love Todd Rundgren wrote Hello It's Me. I
Hello,
love the
it's
Isley Brothers
me.
version. It's me. Oh my God, man. Come on.
Wait.
I love the Isley
found
Brothers
out he
version
wrote,
and I
I found
love
out he wrote
his.
that song during the Napster years because I was trying to download the Isley Brothers version
So
and
the
I
Isley
downloaded
Brothers,
his.
me too.
And I was like, is
I
this
got
the
that from
real?
LimeWire.
God.
It's the same with Seals and Crofts, Summer Breeze. I felt the same way because I had always heard the Isley version.
Same shit. And the
Black
thing is, I feel like
experiences.
I'm so used to white artists covering and stealing songs from black artists that like when we do it the other way, I'm like, oh shit, Caucasian with this? This is pretty all right. 4-1 for the whites. Fair play.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So
Y'all
I
are
actually have to go.
Yeah, we
like,
gotta
I-
wrap this up. We all have to go, but hopefully we'll be back
We gotta
next
wrap
week.
up.
Hey, tell
Yeah.
everybody where to find you or not find you.
I'm on a social media break, but you can always find me here with Kai and Chris live on Saturdays at 12:30 Eastern, 9:30 Pacific, with all the other places in between. We don't care. And on social media, if you see me, no, you don't. That's it.
All right.
No, you
Chris.
don't. I'm taking a break.
Yeah, you are.
Listen,
Because you they be coming at me, bro. You missed
Podcast.
it.
I'm sorry, bruh. I should have been there to defend you.
So I was gonna just say mine. I thought she was done. I was trying not to interrupt.
No, go
Anyway.
ahead, Chris. Go ahead. We gotta go.
Things You Don't See Every Day with Chris Taliaferro and Sara Tonin is the Facebook page. We haven't done the podcast in a coon's age, but it's gonna happen. I promise. I'm out here.
Y'all weren't
living life.
available. I
got so much stuff going on. It's a mess. I gotta make
We got
money.
a lot going on, y'all.
Y'all said
But-
Sundays. So I'm just waiting for y'all to clear a Sunday. Y'all said Sunday evenings, and I said, sure, tell me when.
I'm working
And then-
12s right now. I'm doing
Huh?
12-hour shifts. I'm working 60 hours a week till the end of the year.
I'm about to go do a shift. That's
Yeah. So y'all let me know. I'm anytime. I'm 3 hours behind you. So
We'll work it
that's
out.
But Kai,
Yeah,
where can we find you so I can get my black ass out of here?
Important.
Okay.
Right.
So I'm Kai Nicole on Facebook and Twitter. And I'm Kai Fly Mommy on Threads and Instagram. And I have like all sorts of stuff there if you want to find me. And everybody's yelling and screaming at me about something I said yesterday. So Threads is where it's popping right now. I don't
You're
even
on
know what
Blue
I
Sky too, right? Blue Sky.
what.
Blue Sky. You're on Blue Sky too, right?
No, I'm trying to go on Blue Sky too. So like everybody's yelling and screaming at me because I posted some guy's picture. Yeah. So anyway, everybody's mad at me on Threads. Not everybody. People are laughing. It's very funny. I'm very funny online apparently. I don't know.
Docs
Anyway.
toxic men. I don't care. You think?
Huh?
Period.
No, I was just saying docs toxic men if you have to. I don't care.
Well, no,
If he did something,
We're
if he
doxing.
did
I
something,
don't know
post
what I
his
did.
face
We're
on
doxing men. We're doxing
But
men
then
and we're
no-
cheating on them over here. That's what we're doing. We're cheating and we're not telling.
Why you so cheating, Pete? Anyway, go cheat in peace.
And we're shitting on their favorite things. Cheat in peace.
We're out of
Bye,
here.
guys.
See you next week.
We're gonna go